You know what is star topology? That is a topology where all the other computers are connected to a central device called hub, and that is the definition of star topology. DBMS is the only entity where users directly sits on the DBMS and uses it. So it is called as logical one-tier architecture. Dear students, welcome to Computer Science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in Computer Science, Vidhyaashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Students, today in this session, we are going to discuss the model question paper 2023 and 24. So let us start with the first question, that is part A. Part A will be having the 20 questions, 15 MCQ and 5 fill in the blanks. So let us start with the question 1. So here is, which of the following motherboard contains whole processor socket, DIMM and ISS slot? So here XT is the motherboard, this is the oldest motherboard. So this old motherboard contains DIMM ISS slot. So answer is XT motherboard. Second question, Boolean algebra is very useful in the design of analog circuit, hardware, electrical and logic circuit. So here answer is logical circuit, and you know that you have learned in Boolean algebra, so it deals with binary numbers and logical circuit. So answer is logic circuit. In this question, given two logic gates with two inputs and one output, when A equals to 1, B equal to 1 are the inputs, output is Y equals to 1. Which of the following circuit produces output equals to 0? So here, if you look at the circuit here, one input is 1, another input is 1. So if you look into this is, if you consider the answer is A, so this is input A is 1, input B is 1. So 1 into 1, so here this is NAND gate, result will be 0, output will be 0. So again it gives the same output 0 here. So in this example, the answer is A. So this is the circuit which gives the output as Y equals to 0. In the fourth question, so here assertion A QA is FIFO data structure, reason an ordered collection of item where insertion and deletion takes place at different end. So this is the basic definition of Q. FIFO means first in and first out. So here in this example, answer is B. What is B here? A is true and R is correct explanation. So here K is FIFO, that is true, first in, first out, and it is the insertion and deletion takes place at two different ends. So answer is B. Fourth one is, look at the syntax here. So here given the class box, int length, under public we have int width, under private height, and void set height, it is a function, and here height equals to I, close the function. This is the get function, get height function, closing the class here. So in this is the class given here. If you look at the answers given here, so accordingly this is length and height are private and width is the public. So answer is, this is the answer. In the next slide, you will say sixth one, the inline function is a compact function. The inline function runs little slower than normal function. So if you look into that, now the options given are accordingly both A and C are correct. This is the correct answer. And here what is A here? A is, it is a compact function, and this inline functions run slower. This is wrong concept. And here it is very efficient code can be generated. So in this example, in the options given, A and C are correct. So A and C are correct. So this is the right answer. Next, seventh one, constructor should be declared in, it is under public. So this is the answer here, under public. Next one is, if a class is derived from more than one base class, it is A multiple inheritance. So answer is here multiple inheritance. So do not confuse with the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance is derived from already existing class, that is multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance is nothing but this is derived from more than one base class. Now question number 9. In the given program segment, identify the error. So here void main, open the bracket, int star ptr, comma n equals to 20. And here ptr equal to star n, and here cout equal to n. And here the given answers, one is options A, multiple declaration of n, invalid pointer declaration, invalid indirection, and statement missing. So if you consider the example here, so the answer is C, that is invalid direction. Generally, if I say ptr equals to, we use this ampersand n or address of operator. So it's supposed to be ptr equals to ampersand n. So accordingly, the answer is C, invalid indirection. Next one is the processed data is called as information. So you know what is data and processing? Data is a raw fact and processing and information is processed data. So processed data is information. Next, in the 11th one, which clause is this? CLE, this class is used with the select statement to display the details in a sorted order with respect to the specific column. Here, this is answer is order by class. Here, order by class used to display the or fetch the details in a sorted order of in a particular column. This is 11. Next one is the topology consists of central node to which all the other nodes are connected in a single path, that is nothing but your star topology. You know what is star topology? That is a topology where all the other computers are connected to a central device called hub, and that is the definition of star topology. Question number 13. An example for simplex communication mode is one is walkie-talkie, television, telephone, and mobile system. So here the answer is B, that is television. So this is an example for simplex communication mode. Next, 14th one is which type of following source code is not freely available. So we have learned different definitions: proprietary software, free software, open source software, and free software foundation. Here if you look into that, the proprietary software and this is a software, the source code is not freely available. Let us look into the second part of it, that is fill in the blanks, and here options are given here. So we have to select the right option for this fill in the blanks. So here first question is 16th one. A single entry in a table is called a record. So option is here, that is a record, and DBMS is the only entity where users directly sits on the DBMS and uses it. So it is called as logical one-tier architecture. So answer is here, and logical one-tier architecture. Next one is the data model organizes the data in the form of tree, that is called hierarchical model. Now the symbol is used to represent entity in a ER diagram is rectangle, and ER diagram is entity relationship diagram. Here we represent through diagram by using rectangle or rhombus. So that is here rhombus is for relationship and entity we are representing by using rectangle. Next one is this is a bottom up approach and it is also called as, look at the definition here. So here this is the schematic diagram and the answer is generalization. So generalization is a bottom up approach. Next we move on to part B here, and here answer any 4 questions. Each questions carry 2 marks each. So here is a 2 marks question. You have to answer any 4. So first question is what is tautology and fallacy? So here the meaning is the result of any logical statement is always false is called fallacy, and result of any logical statement is always true is called tautology. So here in any of the logical statement, the result column, in the result column or in the output column, if all the values are 1, it is called tautology, and in the result column all the values are 0, it is referred as fallacy. Next one is prove algebraically x plus y and y plus x. So it is, we are proving this by giving values or assigning the values 0 and 1 to the variable x here. So let us assume that when x equal to 0, so in that case x plus y, y plus x is the given equation. So substitute 0 here, 0 plus y equal to y plus 0. It is 0 plus y is y and y plus 0 is y. So it is y equals to y, LHS equals to RHS. Now again, when value of x equals to 1, again assign the value 1 to the variable x here, 1 plus y equal to y plus 1, and 1 plus y equal to 1 and y plus 1 equal to 1 by the Boolean theorem. So accordingly, LHS equals to RHS, hence the equation is proved. So this is a solution for this question 22. Next one is define data abstraction and data encapsulation. So here we have to write a definition of this. You know what is data abstraction? Data abstraction is an act of displaying the necessary characters, hiding the unnecessary details is called data abstraction. And encapsulation, it is nothing but wrapping up of data and associated functions or methods into a single unit is called data encapsulation. So this is a definition of the data encapsulation and data abstraction. Next question is mention any two invoking methods of parameterized constructor. So how we can invoke the constructors or parameter constructor? So the answer is there are two methods. One is explicit, second one is implicit method. So through this method, we can invoke the parameterized constructor. Next question is give the difference between get and getLine function. So here these two are the functions. So get function, it is used to read. It is an input function. So it is used to read a single character from an associated string. And here getLine function, it used to read whole line of text. So this is the difference between get and getLine function. In the next question, mention the stages of data processing cycle. You know what is data processing? That is, so there are many stages. So there are, one is input, process, output, storage, and communication. So the meaning here is how the data processing takes place. So here we have to input the data. So computer process the given data and gives us the information that is output here. And this data has to be stored in a computer memory and it has to be communicated to different users. So these are the different stages of data processing. Next question is compare character and varchar data types in SQL. In SQL, these are the two data types. Now let us see the difference between that. So one is character. Character, it is a fixed length string and it can contain letters, numbers, and special characters. So here the capacity is very less or fixed length of or fixed string length. Now varchar, it stores the string of variables length up to maximum of 65,535 characters. So here under character, we can store a limited number of characters, and here this is the maximum number of characters can be stored under varchar data type. Next one is 28. Briefly explain ring topology. Now we have different type of topology. So what is ring topology? So ring topology is a type of network configuration where devices are connected in a circular manner, forming a closed loop. And in this setup, each device is connected to exactly two other devices, creating a continuous pathway of data transmission. So this is, you can imagine like this. So this is, suppose this is one computer and second computer and third and 4 and 5. Suppose these are all different computers, and in ring topology, each node is connected to two different nodes. Suppose this is connected to this and also connected to this. And this is, again, this has two connections, or it connected to two different computers. So this is one node, this node connected to these two, this node connected to these two, this is connected to these two computers. This form a complete loop in the form of a circle. It is called a ring topology. Students, so in this session we have discussed about one more question, that is multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks, and 2 marks questions. So let me continue my discussion in my next session. Thank you very much.